So to get to Kibune from Osaka, I recommend taking the Keihan main line from Yoroyabashi Station and get off at the last station, Demachiyanagi Station. From there, you can take the Eizan-Kurama line, which is connected to the station, and get off at Kibuneguchi Station, where you can either take a bus or walk your way to Kifuneshrine the way I will show you in this video. So here we are on the Eizan-Kurama line, where it slows down and switches off the lights as we enter the Momiji or Maple Tree Tunnel. It's a popular attraction here in Kyoto, and everyone that experiences it just loves the colors and the atmosphere of this autumn season in Kyoto, northern Kyoto, that is. Train slows down and you can just take in all of the colors and the sights while riding this train. If you're lucky, you can catch the train that also has a unique seating setup which faces the windows, and the windows also extend to the roof of the train. It's very popular, so you'll have to line up early or line up and then wait for the next train that comes. And here we are at Kibuneguchi Station, which is adorned with maple trees on the other side of the tracks. And the first steps away from the station on our way to Kifuneshrine. The river on our right leads us to the shrine itself. It takes about 40 minutes to walk there, but at night it can feel rather intimidating and spooky, especially if you walk alone like I did. But I think making such a walk alone in the dark in this wonderful natural environment, it'll give you a chance to really cleanse your mind of whatever stress that you have been feeling, because you'll have no time to think about it other than continuing on your way towards a more lit area. But let me tell you, the air in this area, especially at night, is so crisp and so fresh that you might not want to hurry even while in the dark. And throughout the 40-minute walk, you will walk through a few small lit areas, homes, cafes, small shops, which will be a welcome sight through the dark. But as I made this walk and feeling kind of freaked out actually, once I looked up at the sky and just saw the full moon and all these stars in the middle of the two mountains that you're walking through, it's just breathtaking, and you are in awe of this natural beauty that only northern Kyoto can offer. I encourage anyone to take this type of walk at night through the mountains to Kifuneshrine, especially if you're a rider like myself. You'll be forced to really be quiet in your mind despite all of the worry of being in the dark and not knowing what's around you. But at the same time, keeping faith that you'll be safe and that something is looking after your safety. But at the same time, if you walk this way to Kifuneshrine, autumn evening with family or friends, it can become a shared memory that I'm sure you will keep with you for as long as you live. And one of the beautifully lit areas where during the spring and summertime they set up restaurants on the river. This time here though, in autumn, some lanterns to celebrate the autumn season in Japan. No matter how many times I see this site, I am just, how can I say, just inspired and amazed at the great beauty of the Kibune area. This area does have a legend of a goddess who traveled down this river from Osaka, felt a great power from being in this environment, and decided to set up Kifuneshrine as a monument to this wonderful area. My favorite area, absolutely, in Kyoto. And every time I have visited this area, some wondrous natural phenomenon happens. On this trip, seeing the moon and the stars above while walking through the darkness was just something that I felt cleared my mind of many things that, daily life can lead to stress if you let it get to you. But here, let's continue on our way to Kifuneshrine. Popular area, a lot of locals and tourists taking in the autumn night illumination that's set up from mid-November to the end of November. And here, the Midway Point, I would say, along the walk. Some cafes and restaurants that you could stop by and try out. But I must say, you'll have to bring quite a substantial amount of money to try out the food in this area. Doesn't come cheap. So just be prepared. It's simply a beautiful sight. No matter how much color you see in Tokyo, where I live, the neon and the building lights and the advertising lights just don't match up to the color and the atmosphere of nature. Most of your walk through Kibune to Kifuneshrine from Kibune-guchi Station will kind of look like this. Just dark, with little dots of light straight ahead, leading you through the darkness and welcoming you down this path to Kifuneshrine. These lights here are the lights of the bus station that, if you take from Kibune-guchi Station, it'll only take about under 10 minutes. The walk itself, however, about 40. I really recommend the walk. And if you're a rider, making this walk alone will really just force you to focus and absorb the sounds and the emotions, and keep your mind quiet for two reasons. One, to keep yourself safe. It's still a walk in the dark, yeah, and you'll have to be careful. You never know what's going to happen. But this being Japan, and the kind of magical force that locals believe exists in this area in Kyoto, you'll be safe. I hope that if you do make this walk, just to help you calm your nerves at least, look up to the sky, and hopefully on a clear night you'll just see this beautiful collection of stars and the full moon. Happy to see you there as much as yourself happy to see the moon and the stars above. When you reach the midway point of the walk, there will be more cafes and restaurants that light up the way. So you can feel somewhat of a victory having made your way through the deep, dark part of the walk safely and hopefully enjoyably, as I'm sure. Don't have to hope for that. It's, I think, a guarantee that you're going to love this walk and might want to make it an annual exercise like I have done, and hopefully we'll do more. Okay, and continuing on our way to Kifuneshrine. More lanterns set up to help visitors make their way to the shrine. Here, a collection of lanterns that, unfortunately, my camera, being the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and this exposure doesn't really show well, but advertising from various local establishments in the Kibune area, perhaps in the Kyoto area as a whole. Here, another shop that welcomes anyone who would like to take a break from a long walk or to pick up a souvenir. This is just one of the best walks I think you can take in all of Japan. And the autumn season is probably the #1 time to go. Okay, and here we are, the home stretch to the gates of Kifuneshrine. Do believe the building on the right has onsen facilities. Because I didn't go in myself, my memory might not be as accurate as it once be. It once was, that is. But definitely restaurants and souvenir shops. It is a hotel, I do remember that. And if you do take this walk alone, please remember that nature is with you, and the sound of the river will always accompany you step by step to keep you company, and probably to keep you safe as well. And here are the gates of Kifuneshrine. In an upcoming video, we'll take a closer look at the shrine itself and its nighttime illuminations. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next video.